What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another weekly update of Airborne 69's NHL 25 Hut Team. We're going to get kind of right into it now that we've gotten the first. Yeah, it's hard to believe we already got the first one, first week already in the books. So, as everybody's wondering, kind of like where to start, where to go, the big topic of conversation this week's obviously been the XP pathway. Good, bad, or indifferent. I'm going to give you my 2 cents on it, and it might be different than what you're seeing elsewhere. I think the XP path in general is a great concept and idea. I think it just needs a little bit of tweaking, and I think then after that it'll be perfectly fine. As you can see, there's over 60 different rewards in this XP path as you grind towards the 87 Jack Eichel. Jack Eichel, 6'2", 203 with 89 acceleration, 90 speed. He has gold 1T, and it's going to be the card to really grind for here in Season 1. We have 55 days, which we're down to 52 as you can see already. And honestly, once you get up to about level 10, you're looking at an increase of about 12,000 XP moving forward to the next one. The highest XP path I've seen so far is somebody's at level 18, and it still looks like it's about a 12,000 XP increase. Some of the cards that are in here are less than desirable. I think the only thing I would highly recommend changing moving forward is instead of having one random 78 or 5 guaranteed 68 pluses, make more cards so we don't have to spend too much in the market for when we're trying to craft power-up icons, XFactors, or team builders. And that kind of goes into the next topic of conversation. Team builders, XFactors, power-up icons. How do we make them this year? As you head on over to the sets, you are going to take a look. Let's start out with the XFactor sets. XFactors, if you get a base X-Factor, it does not allow you to power them up initially. You actually have to make a captain's one to be able to do that. So you're starting out with either Nico Hischier, Pettersson, Thomas, Raymond, Uyghur, Ferraro, Caulfield. Not even going to try to butcher your name, bud. But there's 8 of them. As you can tell, when you hop in, normally an X-Factor you can power up, but these are the base X-Factors. You cannot upgrade these. It will take 8 of them to make one captain's X-Factor. That is either going to be Kucherov, Fox, Heiskanen, or Willie Nylander. Now, to make just these base X-Factors, you can unlock 3 of them through either moments challenges if you got the early release of the game or if you just do some searching. But it's going to take 75s, 38 of them to make one. So once you do that, if you're looking at 75s in the market right now, you're going to be looking at about 4,000 coins per 75, which is just absolutely insane. The same kind of goes for your 76s and 77s with slight changes, and I'll get to that. The X Factor is what you're going to see the base with. So these are all 75s, so 38 75s will give you one of those base X Factor choice packs. You need 8 of them to be able to make one captain's X Factor, and if you're going for that hologram McDavid, I did the math for you. It's 1,216 75 pluses to get McDavid. Then we go over to the vintage icon sets. So there's going to be 2 different ones. In the past, you've seen Gordie Howe, Mario Lemieux, and Wayne Gretzky. This time, there are going to be 6 vintage and 6 modern. And it's the same format as far as the X Factors go. It takes 24 76 pluses to create either your vintage or your modern icons. In each set, you're going to find 12 of these icons that you can power up one level. So, for instance, if you got this Ray Bourque card, they can all go to an 83. They do have a silver superstar ability, and some of them are better than others. I'm rocking the Paul Coffey right now, along with Mike Modano, and there's some on my wish list I'm going to be making here soon. As we take a look over on the modern side of the house, let's open this bad boy up. It will allow you to do Rod Brindamore, Draper, Brett Hull. I already got McCabe locked in there because I made one and I didn't need him on there anymore. Rick Nash is on the bucket list. I already got Gonchar, and Rod the Bod is already on the team as well. He's probably my favorite so far out of these. But unlike years past where you're only going to be able to see 6 when you're only going to be able to see 3 different ones, you're going to be able to see 6 per. So as I go over to the collection, I'll kind of highlight what I am meaning. So when you go into the power-up icons, you're going to see that we have 85s now. And depending if they're either in the modern set or the vintage set, you have Daniel Alfredson, you have Chris Chelios, Wayne Gretzky, Gordie Howe, and they can get upgraded to an 86. You can be able to use some of them and get an idea off of the moments. You'll get to play with each one of them as you go through. But now you're going to see a difference because there's going to be a total of 12 of these. So me personally, I'm going to be probably either going for Mario Lemieux, or I kind of go back and forth. Scott Niedermayer plays extremely well for me, and so did Nicholas Lidstrom when I was going through the moments. But we'll see which one you guys end up deciding on. But once again, for a power-up icon, it takes 24 76 pluses to create one of them, and you need to make that 12 times for those 12 base icon cards. So essentially it's going to cost you 288 76 pluses for one of those 12 power-up icons. As you go into the team builder sets, the team builders are kind of similar to the same way, but essentially you're going to get some 86s out of it. You're going to have Mark Howe, Mike Gartner, Dan Boyle, and Saku Koivu, along with Ryan Smith, and your 83s as always. But how you make them is going to be a little bit different than what we've seen in NHL 24. And this is kind of the big thing that we're all grinding towards, really trying to determine, are we going to be hunting for the power-up icons, XFactors, or the team builders? The team builders in years past took 25 cards based off of a team, but now they only require 16. And instead of 80 pluses and 74 pluses, it's just 77s across the board. Now, with the lack of packs, that creates kind of a problem. As you can see, I've already filled out some, and I've been playing this game for a week and a half. And right now, it's kind of head scratching, to be honest with you, with how expensive they are. I mean, I do have 760,000 coins. I'm honestly holding on to them to the fantasy event and seeing maybe if some of the cards kind of go down or the market gets a little bit more saturated, because it is just ridiculously expensive. My suggestion, sell if you can. If you have anything that is a 77 or above, I would sell it because it's probably at its highest that it's going to be until we start getting champs rewards and just more cards hit the market. As far as a team update goes, let's just take a little look at that. And that's all in this video. So we got David Pastrnak hitting up on the right wing. We got Rod the Bod along with Mike Modano. We got Jack Hughes, the cover athlete. Joe Sakic from the free card in the store. Wyatt Johnston, that we ended up grinding that first week of wild card on the early release. We got our 3 XFactors on the line. I did not try to go for that. It just ended up becoming that way. Then we got Claude Giroux, Austin Matthews, and Belvo. Then on defense, we got Cale Makar. I think it's Gooley. I could be saying it wrong. Paul Coffey, Jamie Drysdale. That's part of the XP path. He has a lot of speed. Really liked him. And then in net, we got Robin Leonard and also Andre Vasilevsky. So that's a quick team update. As far as it goes, my 2 cents on everything is pretty simple. It's going to cost a lot of cards no matter which way you go. Whether you're looking to build your power-up icons, your X-Factors, or your team builders, you don't have the luxury of being able to have an infinite either amount of coins or cards right away to be able to put into those sets. You have to be really calculated. You have to kind of determine which route you want to take, whether it's building one power-up icon, you're going for McDavid on the X-Factor side, or one of the team builders. Until the market kind of slows down, I would personally just sell the cards that you have. I'm up to 761,000 coins right now, and honestly, I have no signs of slowing down at the moment. Just be smart about it, and I hope your guys' teams are going well. What's your guys' first thoughts on the XP path? What's your guys' thoughts on the gameplay? I'm in love with the gameplay. The XP path, I think, needs to be tweaked. I would like to see more levels. I would like to see more cards guaranteed given that can help me towards those 3 big boy sets. But I guess we'll see what happens when we have the fantasy event that kicks off here very soon. Other than that, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. If you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button down below. And we'll see you here this time next week. And we'll see if we have a new update. Take care and have a wonderful rest of your evening.